Greetings to you all again, my brothers and sisters. It's me again. I will call this part two of the children who are misled must be fed. Because while I was lying in my bed, when I got that dream earlier this morning, I am reminded of a vision that I got over 10 years ago. And I also want to share this vision with you when you can find the time to listen, because I want you to hear out this vision. It's more than a decade I've gotten this vision from the Lord. The Lord showed me when I was a youngster. I was on a journey, and it was a dark period. There was no sunshine. It was just darkness. It was just gloominess. And in the vision, because I want to be specific, when it's a dream, it's a dream. When it's a vision, it's a vision. And while I was on that journey, there was a lot of youngsters that was with me, young men and young women that were with me. But if you're old, don't take yourself out of it. We are all God's children. Bless the name of Jesus. But while we're on that journey, in the vision, we were searching for water. There was no water. It was just pitch darkness, and the place was dry. There was no water. You couldn't find water nowhere at all. And we were heading up hills, heading up mountains in the vision. And the young men, let me describe the young men in the vision. They had like big water tanks strapped to their backs. They had some big water vessels strapped around their backs. And the young women, they had bottles and buckets. Those of you who are from Jamaica, you are familiar when people go to the spring or go to the pipe to catch water. And so we were on this journey, and we were up the mountain, down the valley. At one point of the vision, I remember a swinging bridge, and it was dark. But for some reason, we were not fearful. And we were now heading across that swinging bridge. And while going across that swinging bridge, you could see the men, with the water tanks strapped around their backs, and, we all went across. And when we entered at the exit of the swinging bridge, or we exit the swinging bridge, we went over another hill. When we reached the hill in the vision, my brothers and sisters, we saw like a whole abandoned house in the darkness. And the young people, all those who were with me, they were so tired. They were drained. And, they just wanted to just sit somewhere. Some wanted to just lie down, because we were seeking for water for so long. And I remember in that vision, they went into the house. And there was an old song that was playing in the vision at that point when we reached the house. I don't know how many are familiar with this song. I'm born again, I feel free, no longer alone. I'm born again, I feel free, no longer alone. A bright light is shining away in a world of my own. I don't know many of you know that song. I tried to sing it a while ago. But that was a song that was just playing while they seek rest. They wanted to just sit down. But in the vision, my brothers and sisters, there was something within me that didn't want to stop. I wanted to go on. And I remember I stepped away. I stepped away from everyone. Sorry about that. What I just did is illegal all over the world. I'm sorry about that. Um, I stepped away and I walked away from everybody. And I saw a slope and I started to go down that slope. And that little slope was now taking a turn. I was going around a corner. But I realized that where I was now entering, it was becoming more and more thick dark, thick black. And for the first time in the vision, I became afraid. I started to feel fearful. But for some reason, I still didn't want to stop. But fear overtake me that I paused for a moment. Suddenly I felt the presence of a young man behind me. Didn't see the person's face until this day. That face was not revealed. But somebody else came in the dream like, I am here with you. That young man. And he was a part of the group and he came. And so I felt like I had company now. So we proceed in the darkness. And when we go around the curve and we went on a flat area, walking out, suddenly, my brothers and sisters, I saw, I looked to what we would know in our time called left. I looked to the left and there was this circular thing, but I couldn't make out what it was. But I fixed my eyes on it. And my brothers and sisters, suddenly it started to become clearer and clearer. And I saw the shape of a water tank. And it became more clear and more clear. And when I look and behold, it was a huge water tank. And so with excitement, I run towards the tank where the pipe cock was. And me and the young man. And when we turn it on, when the water came out, it was polluted. It was brownish. It was filthy. The water wasn't clean. And we were disappointed in the vision. And while that water was running and like, we were so disappointed. Suddenly I looked to what we would call right at this time. And when I looked next to the tank, next to the tank, there was a shape of something. And in the darkness, it started to become more clear and more clear. When I looked, it was another tank next to it. And my brothers and sisters, when I stepped to that tank, and the brother and I, we run and my brothers and sisters, when we turned that tank, the pipe cock, when we turned the pipe on, and when the water came out, the second time around, I've never seen in all my life a water that crystal clear. Never. Never. I'm remembering that vision like it was yesterday. The water was so crystal clear. And by the time the water hit the ground, when I looked to the east in the vision, and usually I don't know the east from the west, but I'll never forget it. In the vision, that was what I got to the east. There was a light that came suddenly, just burst from that direction, that burst of light, and that light just erased the darkness. That light also was so bright that I've never seen such light in my life. And lo and behold, in that vision, there were hundreds of water tanks that was revealed from that light going down. there was like a stretch. Have you ever been on a highway? You must have all been on a highway. And it was just water tanks after water tanks. Great, gigantic tanks of water going down for miles. And there was water for everyone. And there was no more darkness. And I came out of the dream. When I remember that vision, my brothers and sisters, and what I'm seeing happening over the years, and where we're at now, I know without a shadow of a doubt that a dark period is upon us. And we have not seen darkness yet. It confirms that a time is before us that is going to be gross darkness. What that water represents, I can only think of the living water. Jesus with the woman at the well, he says, if I give you water, you'll thirst no more. That's all I can think of. If there's another interpretation, talk back to me in the comment section about what you think the water represents. But remnant, we're on a journey. And we are not fully in what is to come. So may God help us that when darkness totally takes over, that we'll stick together. Stick together. Maybe even when we lose internet connection, even when we will not be able to communicate like this, I believe that we'll be able to keep connected in prayer. You pray for me, I pray for you. Just wanted to share that. God bless you. Love you. As I said, you pray for me, I pray for you. But the Lord showed me a time coming. And I was the leader in the whole dream. I was the leader for some strange reason. And to God be the glory. When the darkness came, I didn't stop. I did not give up. I didn't give in. I did not allow fear to overtake me, for me to turn back. But I pursued until water was found. And when water was found, the light returned. God bless you.